My favorite animal is the fox. That's a cat, my dude. I disagree in science. The Earth is flat, space isn't real, we live under a dome, and the world is an illusion, mate. About 80% of what cows eat comes from plant fibers and feedstuffs they can digest, but humans can't, and would otherwise go to landfills. That, as a farmer, grown-up farmer, yeah, no, that is not true. Please call them hens. Chickens are unable to lay eggs. You are an absolute moron. Once again, grew up on a farm. Hens can lay eggs. One of the sure signs that you're dealing with a malicious or careless narcissist online is their use of Lamau. Oh dear God, I guess I'm a narcissist then, because I use Lamau like a lot. Like a lot. They couldn't legally fire me for something I do in my off time, because they aren't paying me during my off time. Well, unless you sign a contract saying that in your off time you won't affect the company's public image, then yes, they can have full right to fire you. What is your bra size? Guess. 96D? / not how bras work. Well, what is it? What did I do wrong? The number in a bra size cup is the band size, not the cup. If you want to guess a larger bust, you want to guess a higher letter. Okay, what are you? Annoyed. What size are you? I mean, what is your bra size? Further into the alphabet than you've learned yet. LMAO. Mummy. Bone jaw. What? Bone jaw. Are you dumb? Huh? It's French for hello, dummy. It's bonjour. Bonjour, my friend. The person who has a mentor is a protege, not a mentee. We don't say debatee, inquisitiony, prosecutee, fornicatee. Mendeed is indeed a quite common word. It is a synonym of protege. Cinnamon, definitely the correct word there. Cinnamon toast mentee. Hold up, at 12 seconds, 37.8 degrees Celsius is normal body temp. WTF is wrong with you? Normal body temperature is 30 degrees Celsius. 37.8 degrees Celsius is not normal. Ugh, no, there's a range to it. This isn't the pH levels. No, they're not. Yes, they are. No, teeth are not bones. Even though they have some similarities, like being the most resistant material your body produced, it is a misconception a lot of people make, but at least it's a valid question, unlike the one I found, are teeth bones or fingernails? Like, how can you think that your teeth are made out of... My teeth are fingernails. Facts from science. Could a blind man line up all the colors on a scrambled Rubik's Cube? Of course not. How much less could 100 trillion blind men each with a scrambled Rubik's Cube solve all of their cubes at the same time? Yet those are precisely the kinds of odds required for evolutionists, the blind men, to shuffle randomly the elements of nature, the Rubik's Cube, and arrive at the operating system of a single cell. Evolution is impossible. Fire and technology is scary. Someone's just referred to the 90s as the late 1900s, and oh my god, I feel so old. The late 1900s, assuming the 1900s, would actually be referring to the dates from around 1870 to 1899. 1900 onwards refers to it as the 20th century. That's why we're in the 21st century, mate. Douglas Durst, a real estate developer, stands in the office of the Durst Organization on the 49th floor of 1 Bryant Park. Well, he's sitting. He's sitting, not standing, but alright then. I also make homemade wine. It costs me about 75 cents a bottle. I also make homemade wine. It costs me about 75 cents a bottle. That's 75-cent bottle of wine for $1. Holy crap, that's cheaper than the Cisco or Thunderbird. I honestly need to see your math or I'll never sleep again. I told you 1 bottle costs 75 cents and you did meth and now that's 75 bottles for 100 cents. That is not how you math, but definitely how you do meth. Yes, guns should only be held by well-regulated militias to protect the people by bearing arms. Let's do this, woo. Oops, well-regulated doesn't mean a bunch of rules. Sorry, you're so ignorant. Well-regulated literally means a bunch of rules to ensure control, and you call me ignorant? No, you're just a dummy. Globe debunks itself. No, it doesn't, dude. No, you moron. 1 unplanned pregnancy saved us all. Oh my gosh, God bless Jesus. Didn't God tell Mary that she would become pregnant with the Messiah before it happened? And doesn't God always have a plan? So, no, that is not how it happened. There ain't even baby formula on the shelves. Just give them regular food. Our ancestors did not have formula and they made it work with what they had. Yeah, give your baby a whole pear, see what happens. I'm 36, never been married, never had children, normalize it. It just never happened for me, but I'm still happy. Dearie, you are not happy either way. There's a joy that comes with owning a man you call yours forever. Then the sweet, lovely child, overjoyed, I can help with getting you pregnant, Sha. Dude, no. Children suck. Never have kids. I'm dying single, a virgin, and alone, and with no kids. Referee was a joke. No way should he have stopped the match. Just wanted to be the center of attention. He should be banned from refereeing for life. I think he was watching a different fight the towel was in. Not sure what the towel was in means, but in my opinion, the ref wanted to spoil the match right from the first whistle. Personally, I'd lock him up and throw away the key. He was an absolute disgrace to the game of boxing, if you catch my drift. If you don't know what the towel in means, then perhaps the game of boxing isn't for you, buddy. Who is the best African player in Premier League history? Salah ain't African, he's an Egyptian. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch this one. I'm just gonna let you look at a globe and figure it out. Oh wait, no, you probably think it's a flat. Look at a map and since you're a flat earther. Guinea pigs are true omnivores. Their digestive systems are only made to process plants. Omni means all. Meat, grain, plant, even people. Man needs to teach English literature. Nah, bro, Kendrick needs to rewrite the rules of poetry and literature. Well, I mean, you're right, he does, but like you need to be taught too. It's not taught, it's taught English literature. I am actually dyslexic and illiterate, so I'm not even going to say which one's the correct taught, personally. No, it does not constitute a poll tax because the ID is already required by law. It must be presented in the case of probable cause during an investigation. It is illegal to be without ID in the U.S. Try again. Actually, my friend, just for one example, Florida is a non-identified state, so you don't have to walk around with your ID. To drive, you need it, but not to walk around. Disposing of used engine oil can be problem. Solution, dig a hole in the ground with a post hole digger and fill it with fine gravel. Then pour in the oil. It will be absorbed into the ground before your next change. Cover the spot with soil. And people wonder why the earth is dying. We have literally killed it by just doing stuff like this to save money. You know the Beatles played very little of their music and wrote very few of their songs? Yeah, totally. You're such a snowflake. This song is already half a decade old. We must never let it die. I don't think it really did. Porque nah? Half a decade is 50 years. Yeah, my dog. Christian, atheist, same thing. You're right, we all are all the same on the inside. Who cares about our beliefs? We're the same, we're all people. Why does swimming need to separate athletes by sex in the first place? Every individual is competing against the clock, not each other. So they all get gold, right? If you get a better time than all the athletes that you personally consider to be your opponents, then you win. Oh my god, you're a moron. Habibi means beautiful. I don't think it does. The fact we are all taught Darwinism and not even the mention of the Bible is beyond me. Why am I learning about evolution when there's no evidence, yet Jesus has historic evidence and science backing him up? Amen. Love your faces. What does the faces have to do with Jesus Christ? This is Nicole Kidman. Do you see the long, flat back? Women have a natural curve in their spine starting at bra level. It has to be there so that if they become pregnant, they are still able to stand upright and maintain balance. Biological females also have smaller kneecaps, shorter femur bones, and small proportional feet. Nicole Kidman is a biological male. Sorry, I thought this was going to be like some anti-trans post, but it's somehow even worse than that. Samsung is an Android. Technically, it isn't, lol. Search it up. What operating system does a Samsung phone have? Google. It's got the Google. Here is a sculpture of Hercules at around age 85. His diet consisted of lion meat primarily. Obviously, he took good care of himself. There is no contrary evidence. I mean, hey, if that's what you want to believe Hercules looked like, good for you. His head looks like a bunch of pubic hair. It's a battery car, not electric. Batteries store electricity, which power the motor. You wouldn't call a petrol car a plastic tank car because that's what stores the petrol that powers the motor. A petrol car runs off petrol. A so-called electric car runs off a battery, which is DC. Electric is a... Oh my god. The public school systems just continue to fail us, and I was one of them. Someone in this story is higher in the class than her, Elena, and I took that personally. Personality. Actually, animals kill and eat each other because we kill and eat them. If we stop, they'll stop. Wait, what? It is a vicious cycle of madness that started when man killed and ate the first animal 3,000 years ago. Because he did that, this behavior spread throughout the animal kingdom and encompassed the world in the evil darkness of death. 17 celebrity kids who chose not to follow their parents' steps. Yeah, totally. Wait, The Rock has a daughter? Dude, Please, beat me up. She's cool. I want to hang out with her. I listened to all of your brainiacs, and not one of you, including this non-scientist, how old is no curvature. That boat he talks about sinking downwards isn't sinking downwards. The base of the boat you can see still with a powerful lens. That's what the open his statement, and which is truly false and has been debunked. I would like to think that the Earth is a globe. I really do, because that's what I was taught as a kid. But more and more irrefutable evidence has emerged that it's a floodplain with no curvature. Scary, yeah. It took me a while to accept it. Hey, how about you and Dennis Rodman start a Flat Earth Society? Oh wait, there's already one.
Europe needs to be prepared, not just one country alone.
You might recall that Britain is no longer part of Europe.
Britain is part of Europe. It is part of the continent and the larger community. It is not part of the European Union, dummy.
We are the oldest real country in the world, though. No, you're not, America. No, you're not. NASA knows that the Earth is flat with the dome. Our ancestors knew about it long time ago. They don't want to say the truth. It will shatter the world thing and the fake of NASA and their moon landing hoax. You know, a lot of people yell at me about misreading stuff in the comments. Yeah, a lot of times it's just wrong written, guys. I know I'm dyslexic, but come on.
A scene of modern Britain played out on a rail replacement bus service in Newport yesterday. A woman wearing a napeek was chatting to her son in another language. After 5 minutes, a man suddenly snapped, "If you're in the UK, you should speak English." At this, another passenger turned around and explained, "We're in Wales, and she's speaking Welsh."
Yes. There is less than 0 of Deathstroke in Deadpool. The narrative came about a decade ago, and it's total BS.
The creators of Deadpool literally said they took Deathstroke and gave him the mouth of Spider-Man, and that was the premise that created the character. It's not a narrative, OTS, a fact of how the character was created.
I am the creator. Thanks for reminding me that you're quoting nonsense. Everyone has the ability to get a job with benefits or start their own business, yes. And regardless, the other option is just don't have sex with people they don't want children with. If you're poor enough, they also can't afford abortion, so your wealth status has very little to do with your ability to get a new job, mate.
This is the weapon of a Jedi Knight, Sith. It's an old Ben Kenobi quote, idiot.
We did vote in 2016. I didn't because I was 15 and gave Hillary the popular vote, but she still lost because of the Electoral College. Ha ha ha, you actually voted for Hitler? Damn, you are dumber than the Historic Post show. Can you read? It's not Hitler.
Okay, so water always fills its container, right? If you have a bottle of water and play around with it, and the water will always stay flat when calm, therefore water doesn't bend. When in a container, Earth acts as a container for the water to be on, but we know water doesn't bend, therefore the Earth is flat.
I can see how uneducated people would be like, yeah, that makes total sense. Yeah, Earth is flat.
The reality check is that the Earth is not a spherical ball spinning in space. To put out lies and to deceive people is on par with evil intention, arrogance, and ignorance. I encourage people to do their own research. Don't just blindly believe what you are told. You can deny it all you want, and the facts will always remain facts. The truth is out there. It's up to you to find it. Peace and love from the Flat Earth Society.
Listening to an audiobook takes more concentration than reading, unless you are still learning to read, for which most of us can learn new words by reading at any age. They'll only know the correct pronunciation by hearing them, so either or. No, that's not true. Reading takes more concentration.
It still has 79% on the toe meters. Just saying, Pixar films set a very high bar for quality. To be the worst might still mean it's better than the average film.
It's like saying you just had the worst pizza in New York. It's still better than the best pizza from anywhere else in the world.
Only Americans are self-centered enough to think that the best pizza in the world is not from Italy. Yes, because here in New York, we do things the right way.
The way I'm walking here way!